We're born in the moonlight. Ain't no fair to say. Can't breathe in the sunlight.
Hello everyone, this is Aromie here, and welcome to a brand new series called Misadventures of Laura Silver. I actually didn't know this game was coming out and I had no idea what this game was going to be because I've been swamped with games. But anyway, the developer of Misadventures of Laura Silver actually messaged me through my email and told me about this game. She gave me a free Steam key thingy majig for me to test this out and play it for you guys. So I don't know if many of you already know what this game is about, but if you don't know, you're gonna learn with me. I believe I read a little bit about it. It's like a little mystery love. There's some love into it. I'm not too sure. Hi, it's me editing Michiko, and there is no love interest in it as long as far as I'm reading the Steam information. It is just featuring 70,000 words, 8 hours of total gameplay, over 100 decisions, and multiple endings. Visual novel with minigame elements. So there is no love interest. So for the next 5 to 6 episodes, I'm constantly mentioning that there might be a love interest. There is no love interest, so please ignore that. That's what I get for not reading about the game. But all I know is we're actually a detective faking as a journalist, I believe. And our friend is an officer, but also pretending to be a journalist. Sorry if that's completely wrong. I literally just read it 5 minutes ago. I usually like to just play games blindly and not learn much about it. I learned it through the story. But here we are. The art's quite beautiful too. It's very different from what I'm used to. Laura Silver. Cooper, what is the name of the river in Pilsen? Also, the place that it's set in, I do not know how to pronounce it. Redbuza, Miss Silver. That's not the word I'm talking about, by the way. That's the one. There were 2 fishermen on their boats, fishing on that river. Then they noticed a corpse approaching them. Oh, please, don't show me the corpse. How could a corpse approach them? If it is being dragged by the current. Please do not look up. I see. And the fishermen pulled the body over to the boat. It was a drowned man. Oh, Jesus! While they were debating on what to do with it, the corpse suddenly came alive and attacked them. One of the fishermen charged this being, only to be killed right after. The other fisherman jumped into the water trying to escape. He couldn't, though. The Vodnik caught up with him. Vodnik. Oh, and I forgot to tell you that this beast is the Vodnik, the one we were looking for. You should have told me earlier, Miss Silver. Anyway, Vodnik pulled him underwater, and just as he was about to trap the fisherman's soul in one of his jars, the old man unsheathed his knife and stabbed the Vodnik. Who was this old man, Miss Silver? The fisherman. I see. There was 2 fishermen, though. So, Cooper, are you keeping up? The stab bewildered Vodnik, and so the old man could run away. And this is how we were able to hear of the incident. This old man okay? Wow, this is really cool. I really love the art style and how it's being animated. I'm so sorry, I'm freaking out over the smallest things. But this is so cool. Oh my god, his hand's even moving. Sorry to interrupt, Miss Silver, but should I turn right here? Oh my god, that is so cool. I love that. Even the lighting of the... Okay. The car rocks as Cooper drives over a piece of stone. I'm so sorry, by the way, for playing this game so late, because she did give me this, like, I think a day, or even during the day that the game was released, so I'm so sorry. Excuse me if I'm being rude, but as far as I can see, you aren't looking at the map. I memorized it. Oh, Cooper is his last name. Orwell is his first name? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce. You have adorable lips, by the way. I'm sorry to stare at that. And so does she. Please continue your story, Miss Silver. I was wondering something, actually. What is it? I forgot what the Vodnik was supposed to store those guys' souls in. You said it was a bottle. Or jars. I thought you said jars. That was improvised. Oh. So you may store them in other things, too. Like cups. Whatever they are, do you want me to explain further? Of course, Miss Silver. So, he's a mythical beast who kills people and stores their souls in cups or something. Plays a violin to lure people to him. Like a siren, but with a violin. But the thing is, the fisherman didn't even see him play a violin. He was just pretending to be a floating dead body. He also stated that he likes to craft his jars in the best way possible. We're dealing with an immortal sea spirit who is an artisan then. I didn't say that. So, at first glance, this seems like just another story to scare children with. You can find a variation of it wherever you go, like a Black Anise or the Great Vampire Carmilla. I don't even know if I said that name correctly, so I'm sorry. It used to scare me a lot. Anyway, in this word right here, I do not know how to pronounce it. I even googled how to pronounce it, and even then I'm like, what? I know how to say this part, which is Slovakia, right? So I'm just gonna say Slovakia. I don't know if that's Slovakia. I don't know, so I'm just gonna say Slovakia because at least I know that part correctly. You have a similar bedtime story, which is based on this sea monster. But our job isn't investigating a bedtime story. The Vodnik is as real as you and me. A few months ago, attacked a fishing boat. You know the details, even though it sounds rather hard to believe. Carrot herself, I'm assuming, has talked to the other fishermen who witnessed the incident, so we can believe in the credibility of the source. Carrot tasks Skoda, like vodka. So Skoda, that does not sound familiar at all, or similar, with taking care of the issue. But there has been no proper report coming from him. She also stated that he would give us the details about the mission. Though I wonder, what kind of detail are we speaking of here? Skoda from Foreign Affairs, I guess. When did Mr. Skoda get transferred here? He's been here for almost half a year. He's a man known for his laziness. I doubt that he even tried working on the case. Mr. Scott is a diligent man, Miss Silver. I disagree with your claim. Are you talking about the same Scotta? I'm confusing the word with vodka. I can't exactly say that we have an abundance of employees. I believe there's only one Scotta working in the burrow. Just to be sure, you're talking about... See, is a Z like a S? Or is it actually like a Z? Zivan Scotta, right? Yes. How do you know Scotta? Take your list out. Shit, how do you save, first of all? Oh, okay, so it's on this tab. How do you know Scotta? Take your list out. How do you know him? I don't have a guide, so whatever ending I get, alright? How do you know Scotta? We worked together in London for a while. Then it must be a different... Zivan Scotta, surely. I don't recall Scotta as a likable person. Was he also a traffic policeman? No, we were working as secretary officers for the Labour Party conference. Which one? 2-3 years ago in Leicester. Mr. Scotta was kind enough to show me the basics of the job. I got assigned to another department within weeks. I would like to work with Mr. Scotta again though. But you know, the things can change, alright? I worked in a job once where our current manager brought in another manager because that manager worked so well in that job, but when that manager came into the current job we were at, he got lazy. You should be glad you didn't. Did you work with him before, Miss Silver? You can say that. Would you like to talk about it? Absolutely not. What did Carrot tell you? Take your list out. What? Oh, I guess we can just really ask. You know, you nosy. What did Carrot tell you? What did Carrot tell you about the job? I really love all the sound effects too. I know it might be annoying to some people, but all these little small details is really exciting. Sorry, I have to like get adjusted and not slouch and stuff. She told me to help you as much as I could. Yeah, okay. Is this your first job? You mean as a detective? He smiles and looks at me for a while, only to turn his eyes back to the road. I used to work as a traffic policeman before I was assigned here. I was waiting for a colonial assignment, but then I learned that I was assigned to Miss Carrot's bureau. So it's my first job as a detective, but it's not my first job as a police officer. A traffic policeman promoted to a detective. Interesting. That's a huge upgrade. I got my gun a few weeks ago. I didn't know we were working in one of the boroughs who got to carry guns. Do you know how to use it? I have completed the basic training. Thank God I haven't had reason to fire it outside of the firing range. What was Carrot's reason for recruiting Cooper, I wonder? Because he's cute. Why do you ask? Then can I assume you have no experience with paranormal incidents? I don't, Miss Silvers. Take a glance at my list. It doesn't say anything about the Vodnik, except for his name. Even though I tried many times to make sense of the scribble, the name written here is unreadable. What are you looking at, Miss Silvers? It'd take a long time to explain. I think we have time. You know that we are doing a different job. We're doing a different job compared to Skada's. He's a stationary officer in Slovakia, while we are a mobile task force. Yes, I shake the list in my hand, and this list is our task. A list of beings I should take care of. There are ghosts, beasts, vampire spirits, and many more in here. Did Miss Kara give you that? Well, no. Then who did? A being that grants wishes. Let's call him a semi-official affiliate. What kind of a being? He shouldn't know about this. It's best if I don't tell him anything else. Not one that you're familiar with. He doesn't answer. Ooh. Wait, is this copyright? Ooh, this is loud. If it's copyright, I already changed the music. This is real cute. This is actually the trailer I actually watched. Look at all the baddies. Well, I don't think all of them are bad. How many bullets is that? And why am I carrying bullets? Oh, I threw the bullets away. I hope I have gloves on. Part 1. Beginning. Slovakian Republic, 1935. I did not read the rest. I hope you guys read it. If not, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just, backstory info. So this is our hotel. Even though I'm relieved we could find one in this season, I can't deny the fact that it looks small and run down. I questioned why she was carrying bullets, because I did not see her with a gun. She was just carrying empty bullets. Or maybe they were not empty. Are bullets empty to begin with? I don't deal with guns, so I don't know. I open the back door and get my luggage while Cooper takes his ridiculously enormous suitcase. Maybe we shouldn't have dismissed how heavy the luggage would be when we decided to disguise ourselves as filmmakers. Oh, I thought we disguised ourselves as journalists. Oh, okay. But I believe there's 2 love interests here, which is obviously Cooper, or I believe the little girl that we saw, is what I assume. It didn't barely tell me much on Steam. It just says there are potential, lovers. I honestly don't know which one I'm talking about when I said I read on Steam. I'm probably confusing it for a different game because that was not mentioned on Steam. And the girl I called a girl is not a girl. It's actually a guy, so I'm very sorry. Shall we go in now? Cooper opens the main door to the hotel, and I leave my luggage on the polished wooden floor next to the reception desk. He closes the door behind us. Cooper joins me at the reception desk. It seems the receptionist hasn't noticed us. He is writing something in a notebook. It's Silver, I can carry your luggage to your room if you like. No need, Cooper. That's the job of a bellboy, not yours. Miss Silver, I think the bellboys are sleeping at this hour. We know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. I tap my finger on the desk, staring at the man behind it. He doesn't look this way at all. The man behind the desk finally looks at my face with baleful eyes that look like they haven't been closed for a century. You can't find any hotel which hires bellboys at this time of the year. We're off season. Cooper tenses up quickly, checking my face to see if I am angry. Do you have a reservation? We know that we've arrived a bit later than we should have. Cooper checks his watch again. We're deeply sorry for bothering you at this hour when you'd certainly feel better laying down in bed. Do you have any reservations? Cooper seems a bit dumbfounded by the repeated question. The receptionist is seemingly ignoring his heartfelt apology. Has Mr. Scott booked any room for us? The man behind the desk sits up, his eyes shining. Zavan Skada, you say? Yes. Or Zavon, I don't know. He tries to find something in the desk, opening one drawer after another. You two must be the filmmakers Skada mentioned. Then your names, please. Exactly so. My name is Orwell Cooper. Laura Silver. As he's searching, I start tapping my foot. Why don't we have Elias names? Like fake names. We're already faking what we are. What the hell? As he's searching, I start tapping my foot on the floor. Cooper nervously smiles at my demonstration of impatience. He finally finds what he was searching for and starts looking through the newfound notebook. I can clearly read Laura Silver and Orwell Cooper here. My last name is most likely mistook because I am working with a person blessed with the surname Silver. The man behind the desk shows us the notebook. Laura Silver and Orwell Copper. He has also mistook my name, apparently. Scott firmly instructed me that these were the people he booked 2 rooms for. Truth be told, you sound like a bad copy of a hypothetical Orwell Copper. As Cooper gasped, the man behind the desk shakes my hand. Welcome to Hotel Pavla, Miss Silver. I'm Jindrik Chalupnik. Oh god, these names, I'm gonna have a horrible time. I am so sorry. Honestly, I don't know how to pronounce these names. Nice to meet you. And now, well, he hands me a room key. Wait, what about me? Looks like we'll have to wait until Mr. Scotta clears this misunderstanding, or you can admit that you're not the copper written here. Cooper looks at me, his expression as helpless as he could be. Yeah, he probably wants to go to sleep during these wee hours in the morning. Miss Silver, are you going to say anything? Bruh, I'm not gonna treat him like that. Personally, my girl's personality, probably she wouldn't deal with it. But me, there must be a mistake. It's true that our employer tends to forget names. It's most likely that the telegraph that reached Scotta was miswritten. This man is working with me. I'm pretty sure that he's the one Scotta has mentioned to you. One would expect a chief detective to be more careful about giving the right name, but life keeps surprising me in the best ways. Cooper smiles with appreciation as Mr. Chalupnik seems to keep his stoic expression. Miss Silver, you will have to forgive my cautiousness. I'm only doing what Scotta asked me to do. What did Scotta even ask this man? Shooting a documentary shouldn't be considered a suspicious activity. Cooper and I exchange glances. He points Chalupnik with his eyes, begging me to speak. It'd be suspicious if I sit silent for too long. You don't have to ask for my forgiveness. However, this man is indeed the person Scotta was expecting. We shouldn't be wasting time on such a small detail. I'd appreciate if you could hand Cooper his keys. Chalupnik stares at us for a while, then shrugs. I agree that we shouldn't waste any more time. So you might as well go up to your bed to your room and sleep, since I won't be handing him the keys until I have Scotta's confirmation. Is he always this suspicious of customers, or does he have something against filmmakers? Chalupnik continues with his regular voice. I'm asking you to leave your friend here for the night, miss. Our disguise was supposed to help us avoid suspicion, but it doesn't seem to be working. Good job, Silver. You're doing amazing. I don't care. I'm sticking up for my mans, or future mans. I took my suitcase and turned right towards the stairs. Miss Silver? I'll be right back after I leave my suitcase. His expression softens. We can continue investigating then. But it is 2 o'clock in the morning. So? Cooper stops talking to me, his eyes locked on something behind. I hear footsteps approaching, footsteps that are coming down the stairs. I turn to the right and see Scotta. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're real cute. He eyes us for a while, his expression not changing one bit. You woke me up. Oh, I'm so sorry, cutie. Scotta, are you implying that the walls here are thin? If you're going to brag about how your hotel... This sounds more like really rough, angry typing. Has the most soundproof, well, not angry typing, has the most soundproof walls in all of Slovakia? I'd rather not. It won't count as bragging if it's the truth, young man. Is he cranky because we woke him up? Though it will be troublesome if someone hears us talking about the job through these thin walls. Scotta, now that you're here, help us fix the problem with the copper men. Mrs. Scotta, please tell Mr. Chalupnik that I am the person our boss mentioned in the telegram. He is the person your boss mentioned in the telegram. Okay. Chalupnik hands Cooper a room key and shakes his hand. Breakfast is at 8:30. It'll be served on this floor. Isn't Scotta the only guest in the hotel? It's Hotel Pavla for you. We keep the hotel in top condition, even if only one person is staying at the hotel. I'm more of a resident than a customer, though. We've grown close to each other. Am I right, Scotta? Yeah, surely. He's actually quite cute. Kinda hoping that he was actually the second love interest. Cause, I'm sorry, Cooper, I will run straight to him real fast. I'll be showing them to the room then. Thank you. Follow me, Cooper. Silver. Copper. It's Cooper, Mrs. Scotta. I'll keep that in mind, pardon me. At least we got that resolved, I guess. Holy shit, I didn't realize the time. This game, oh my god, it's going so fast that I didn't realize. But this is where I'm actually going to stop for today. I'm really curious on who is actually the second, or who's the love interest in total, but I kind of want to keep it a surprise. By the time you guys comment, I might already know who it is, since I'm going to be recording about 6 episodes of this for today. If not, you know what, don't even spoiler. Don't even, just don't. We'll just all find out together. Unless you're ready to play the game, you already know. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today's episode. Stay beautiful, and I hope you guys are going to be excited about this series.
touch it,